Hey guys, what's up? It's Joe Rady from Rady's Rides. I'm here at Scottsdale at the Barrett-Jackson Auto Event, and guess what? We have that vehicle that you have been waiting for. I have the all-new 2021 Ford Bronco. This is that first edition that many people have been lusting after, and what's interesting, they sold out so fast that Ford decided to up the ante and make more. Now, the reason why this whole situation is happening here at Barrett-Jackson is that this particular vehicle is going to go across the block, and it's all for getting VIN 001, that first one to come off of the assembly line. And the great news is Ford is going to take that money that's over the MSRP, and that's going to help out a lot of different charities for a lot of good reasons. But you know what? Since the 1960s, this iconic return of the Ford Bronco, especially to go after what Jeep is bringing to the table, brings back a lot of great competition. And as you know, competition improves the breed and improves vehicles like this for everybody. This being a first edition gives a mixture of some of the other trims all wrapped into one. And like I said, overall it is limited. So let's go ahead, dive in and find out, is the return of the Ford Bronco, is this now the time that you need to be getting one since you've been dreaming for it for a very long time? Let's find out with this particular first edition. Right off the bat, I love the styling. The way that they take the retro from the past, but they put a 21st century spin on it with the headlight design. You're gonna have full LED. Even the way that they took it and brought it into the grille. Now on this first edition, you are gonna get that gloss black. And when we say a blending of the different trims, we're talking about obviously the wild, a little bit of wild track, a little bit of the Outer Banks, everything brought together. Love the nice steel bumpers up front, the way they open up the interior. Remember, this has the Sasquatch package, so we're gonna get those 35-inch tires that are gonna allow you to go through just about anything. And when we come to the center, that nice bright white with the Bronco name pops nicely. Great design with all of the detail on the actual grille itself. And then as we drop down, this one has the EcoBoost V6. So we have that 2.7 liter, made it to the 10-speed automatic. We have functionality, and then underneath, you hear that? That's actual metal skid plates to protect the inner bits underneath the vehicle. Just like the original Broncos, we're so serious about off-roading, going up onto the hood. Of course, when we're talking about Ford performance, we gotta have a little bit of a power bulge going on. Nice design. Love the way on the first edition you're gonna get the beautiful striped decal setup with the gray and the white. And the way it kind of cuts up looks really clean. Fender flares. I hope you like flared out fenders, because you know what? Look at the beautiful way that it just extends off. It's gonna house those 35-inch tires. And what they did is so smart. You got that beadlock design with the Bronco logo in there, 17-inch wheel. And if you're wondering, well, Joe, I got a 17-inch wheel, that gloss black matching nicely. What is the size of this? You're looking at 315 on the width, 70 series sidewall, and of course, you're gonna get all that grappling power going on. Looking at all the suspension bits, the control arms, shock absorbers, dampers, everything is gonna be fine-tuned for this first edition Sasquatch setup to get you through all of that terrain. Going down the side, there's that first edition on the badging. First edition on the badging. I like the way that they brought all these different badges to the fenders, because that really gives it that unique identity and lets you know exactly what you're working with. You'll see how they took the material from in front of the windshield on to your side mirrors. And then you got the Bronco name on the windscreen. There's lots of different Easter eggs on this vehicle. And what makes this a great return of the Bronco, doors, roof, everything comes off. So as we come down the side, you're gonna get full skid plate protection. You're also gonna get your rock sliders. So these are important when you're going through Moab, and these have done the business in Moab. They've been tested over and over again. I'm 6 feet tall, so you can see how high this Bronco First Edition is. Just to give you an idea on proportions, we continue down the side. Interior, the way that they brought a lot of style, the classic style, but they also gave a nice fine twist. You got the Bronco logo on the hood. You got that shifter there for the 10-speed automatic transmission. All the fine touches, that infotainment that's gonna have you with all the connectivity. Even the way they did the side stripe, very nice touch with the gray and the white as it comes towards your rear fender flare, nicely done. And remember, Two-door, I think, is the way to go. You have a lot of options to personalize this, and I think that's the key to the success of the Bronco, is that the Jeep Wrangler, they have a die-hard cult following. They'll shank you if you say one thing bad about a Wrangler. I think Ford needs to build on that. They need to take the fans from the Broncos from the past, but now we need to have that same cult following for the Bronco, and I think they're on the right path with a lot of personalization that you could do. There is a catalog full of Ford approved accessories that you could set up your Bronco to be unique, and I think the favorite part, the one that I would do, is the two-door. Nice short size, love the flat roof design. Obviously with this hardtop, that's all gonna come off. Doors come off, the whole 9 yards, so that you have that open air experience. Continuing towards the rear, I think the way they did the body line, especially in the door here, as it comes down all the way down the side, but look at how they raised it as it comes into the rear section. Nice flared fender. Now remember, we're at Barrett-Jackson, so we got to work around certain lighting. Also, the vehicles are locked because they're not supposed to be unlocked until they go across the auction block, because somebody's going to get the chance to win. Like I said, VIN 001. This one, being a first edition, has that 2.7 liter. So you're looking at over 300 horsepower, really going to allow you to have some acceleration for sure. Now, as we get towards the rear, you can see inside those and whatnot, those gloss black wheels with those 35-inch tires. Everything is so clean on the inside of the fender that's what you want when you're going off-roading, so nothing gets caught. We're going to work sort of tight through this area, and then I'm going to switch places with Lori. So I'm going to actually come around, and then now we're going to focus on the rear section. So here we go, working the tight situation. Look at the tail lights, that B for Bronco, really nicely done with the LED. You have your gloss black Bronco. Look at all the great work they did. Now, of course, this will have the ability to swing the spare out. You could open up your rear glass, and then as we work our way down, we got those metal bumpers out back, your tow hooks. They have the exhaust tucked up really nice and high. You can see all the great suspension, the differential. You got that 2-speed transfer case. That's going to give you, of course, that ability for 4x4. Remember, 4x4 standard, lots of different trims. First edition, I really think, is the way to go, and they're only making 7,000 of them, which I know that sounds like a lot, but in reality, it's not. And the fact that they had to double it so quickly because of the sellout online as soon as it went live. But the great news is we do have different trims and we do have different styles. I'm actually gonna have Lori kind of drop back in. I wanna just show you real quickly the 4-door version. So we've been focusing on this 2-door. Let's talk about the 4-door. So right next to it, we have a 4-door Bronco. You can see that extra length. This one is lightning blue. The first edition is lightning blue. Love the color. This is antimatter. That's that deeper blue, nice metallic. So you have the 4-door setup. Love the roof rails, the removable roofs and everything, and really nice, even getting that rock sliding protection, black diamond setup, nicely done. But this is the great news of why we're here. There's your black diamond badging. Let's see the wheels on the black diamond setup. So there's your gloss black, looking good. Not as fancy as on the first edition, but still a nice look, and you got plenty of room as you're off-roading. But these are the kinds of things that we want to bring to you, and I definitely want to thank Scott, Rob Johnson, the whole crew here at Ford for allowing us access not only to one Bronco, but we got to do the 2 Broncos, 2-door and 4-door. Is the time now to get a Bronco? Yes, the time is now to get a Bronco, and you'll be able to personalize it exactly the way you want it. But if you want to keep seeing great footage like this on Rady's Rides, leave a comment in the comment section. If you're new and you're on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I promise you it's worthwhile. Come back for more. If you are a subscriber, thank you for being part of the Rady's Rides family. If you want to help us keep making great content just for you on the channel, click the link, become a Rady's Rides Patreon member. Got to give it up to the queen of the camera out here busting her butt. Show Lori some love in the comment section. Thank you, Lori, for all that you do. And just like always, guys, I'll see you on the next ride.